So I went to go see Project Hail Mary, which is a great movie. It incorporated aspects of life, death, friendship, and in a weird way, single men trying to find their purpose. When I was watching Project Hail Mary, accountability came to my head. You end up finding out he did have a relationship, didn't work out. And, I saw a similarity there with me. There was this tension between him and these people, ultimately forcing him to be this replacement and go up in space and do this thing. He was an astronaut. He, denied all this stuff, and his, he just claimed he wasn't able to do it. He just wasn't in him. And I just see a single guy, selfish, some might say, that he's not willing to put his life on the line for humanity, to save it. And I get it. They pretty much just like, listen, you don't have a choice. So they literally tackled him to the ground, sedated him, put him on the ship. For whatever reason, the word accountability came to my mind, where I'm like, he wasn't really accountable to be in that position, but I saw essentially the government, but in my lens, the government was basically life forcing you into a direction or into some new journey that you didn't want to go on, but you had no choice and you had to go through it. Where does accountability fit in any of this? And it's not like, oh, if you're a single guy and you're not tied to anything, you're accountable to putting your life on the line. I'm like, it's kind of like a stretch, because at the end of the day, I do believe in free will. However, there are some things that are beyond my cognitive brain that I cannot decipher. I cannot make up. I just, to anyone, a lot of it's unbelievable. Earlier in the day, I was working at the coffee shop, and a guy comes up to me. No idea who this is. He's like, "Hey, is your name JD Youngblood?" And I'd never seen this guy before in my life. He has 2 kids with him, and we introduced each other, and he is one of the few connections that got me to where I'm at now, got me to the place where August, September, I've practically traveled the world. I've gone from one side of the world to the other in throughout the US. I've been to dream locations that I never thought I'd be able to go in under 9 months. And what does this have to do with accountability? Being accountable for my actions on ruining a marriage, ruining a group of people that didn't deserve or needed to go through what I put them through with my decisions and choices and secrets that I kept. Being accountable for all those things and eventually getting pushed out of a community from my own doing, again, for making the dumb decisions that I made. And for too many years not holding myself accountable for those. So 2012, I was about to graduate college, and at the school I went to, we do a thing every year called Convocation, where it's a week of kind of like chapel services where we come together. There's special speakers that speak and kind of just help us reflect over, our lives and what's next and how we're growing, things like that. So, and that week I get a phone call from, at the time, an arts director at the church that I started to attend and started to volunteer at before I came down to Tennessee for college, asking if I'd be interested in a full-time job. And that's right out of college. Now, let me say, that's not often that people get that opportunity. But what's funny is at that time, it was almost like a crossroads for me, where do more drumming stuff coming out of college, or go work at a church back up where I attended high school and its, formative years. I'm just extremely thankful that God has helped me understand, not even just God, people all throughout my life and experiences that have taught me more about accountability and how important it is. Yes, it will break down your pride like no other, and it will show every little complication, crack, blemish, whatever you want to call it, scar, wound. It will show all of that to you immediately. Kind of see exactly what that looks like right now in reality, in the real world. Well, you see a lot of stuff going on that isn't being held accountable at all. And coming from being held accountable for a lot of actions and paying the consequences, here I am on the other side, doing something that I never thought in my lifetime I'd be able to do. I'm grateful that I got the chance to learn everything that I've learned and to sharpen my skills in an environment that was full of grace and understanding and patience. Those are the things that at least the church I worked at offered me and showed me. And I know even in a social media world, proximity, even though you're digitally connected, proximity physically is still something important in today's world and society. And so I don't talk to a lot of people back from there as much, even though I spent 11 plus years shoulder to shoulder with them, doing what we thought was the best experience and moments we could give to people seeking something more than themselves and outside of their small bubble that is Toledo, Ohio. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for accountability. That's the bottom line. Don't be afraid of accountability. It is a very harsh thing. It can be. But in the long run, if you understand its power, there's a lot that you can unlock on the other side of it. So yeah. Here's to a good rest of the day. Sun's out. Not a cloud in the sky, which means it's going to be hot. Yeah. Try some accountability. See where it gets you. So, love y'all.